going for a bike ride. And today, the bike ride's brought to you by the Mayfair Business Improvement District. And we're going for a bike ride. And today, it rained. It seems like it rained forever, but it was just like 24 hours. And it's supposed to rain all day today. So I don't know how dry I'm going to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay under the L. We're going to do a bike ride under the L on a Friday morning at 10 a.m. Woke up, had a cup of coffee, hopped on the bike. And if you live in Philadelphia or near Philadelphia and you're thinking about buying a gift, why not go down? Why not go down to the Mayfair Business Improvement District? Grab a gift certificate at one of the restaurants. Uh-oh. Oh boy, we gotta ring that bell. You gotta move over 8 inches, dickhead. Huh? Park the truck properly.
Shame! Shame!
We got the new police cadets out and about. Yeah, over the last few years, this spot right here where this ramp is, that's where a lot of people would hang out. Uh-oh. I'm gonna ring it on them. Oh, you guys are getting the bell, unfortunately.
Shame.
Yeah, so in early April, we're now in August, the mayor did a cleanup of Kensington Ave. And if you look, the street itself for Kensington Ave, it's pretty clean. There's some litter, but that's all right? What they also did is they put up these barricades in front of all these stores, preventing people from like setting up tents. If you look on the ground here, you can see all the burn marks, and that's from where people were doing, like hobo campfires to stay warm. You come down here in the wintertime, you see nothing but small fires in the street. Uh-oh, it's windy. It's humid. It's so humid. Thank God for this pedal assist. Here we go. This is a drug, alcohol, and treatment center. If you want to sober up, you just go in here and you talk to these people. We're not going to give them the bell. This is another spot where people usually hang out, right here on this ledge at McPherson Square. But since the cleanup, it hasn't been perfect, but there's been a lot of police camping out, or not camping out, parked inside the park. And what they do is they prevent people from hanging out on these steps. Although sometimes you'll see a cop parked there and there'll still be people hanging out. The Free Library of McPherson Square. The librarians in here all had to learn how to administer Narcan. There are some city employees, I'm not sure if the librarians had to do this, but there's some city employees who work for the Philadelphia parks. And, sometimes when you clean up this park, one of the things you have to clean up is human waste. So one of the things they do for the people who clean up the parks, they make them take preventative hepatitis shots so they don't get anything down here. Oh, that's right. Last time I drove down here, I noticed one of the old buildings were knocked down. Bill's Appliances, which is also a filming location. Uh-oh. Yeah, it was where they filmed the movie 12 Monkeys. cop was kicking that guy, not kicking, hitting him with the nightstick on the bottom of his shoe to make sure he was awake. He just started moving. Before that cleanup happened in April, you notice how many cop cars you've seen? Uh-oh. Look at these people. Oh, man. Listen, unfortunately, I have to give you guys the bell. I'm sorry.
Shame.
So before that cleanup happened in April, a lot of the people were hanging up near Kensington and Allegheny. These people are just changing in the middle of the street. And it seems like everybody's coming back up this way. Now, if you came down to Kensington back in like 2012, 2013, 2014, when people started going crazy, oh my God, the whole building's gone. Wow. Unfortunately, you guys, I have to give you guys the bell. I'm sorry.
Shame.
Yeah, so for the longest time, this was like a used appliance store. It was called Bill's, I think. I'm almost certain. Yeah, it was Bill's. And about a year or two ago, I think they moved out. They closed down. And then there was like a fire inside the building. Then there was another fire inside that building. And then earlier this week, they tore it down. They tore down Bill's Appliance. Whoa, 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 stop the clock. Oh, hello, friends. Oh, I gotta get you guys. You guys doing good? Come to me, chickens. All right, guys, I'll see you later. They're not afraid of people. Once you get to, you got some people camping out down here, sleeping. No tents. You won't find any tents. You will find people sleeping, but sometimes when people like fall asleep or pass out, the cops, like we saw earlier, the cop came by, tapped the guy on his foot to make sure he was alive. And across the street, you got some famous hair cutting places. You got Kim's Son 1 and Kim's Son 2 home. Well, they used to be $5 haircuts. I don't know what they go for now. $10. Uh-oh. Land of the $10 haircut. Hello, e-bike friend. There we go. Yeah, there are a few different religious charities where, right here is one, I think this is called St. Francis Inn. They make food. There's another place down on the Ave called The Rock. They make food and meals for people. They also check, do the wound care. People have infected wounds. They check them out, clean their bandages. Some places offer a place where people can get a shower. And then right here, guess what? Kensington Ave is no longer Kensington Ave. It's now Front Street. And there's also no bike lane. So let's go down here. Let's go into the Badlands. Did you know we have palm trees in Philadelphia? We most certainly do. We have palm trees. Let me show you. Yeah, you see how gray and crappy it is? Yeah, I love these little houses. This is considered, I think it's North Philly. It's considered, people call this section the Badlands. Holy God, more chickens. Let's go. that. That's cool. I would, if I lived across the street here and I had to deal with a rooster clucking, I don't know if I would think it was cool, but I kind of like seeing the chickens. It's illegal to own a chicken in the city of Philadelphia. If you have a neighbor who complains, the city will send animal control to your house, and they'll give you like a week to find a place to go, or they just take them. It's there are a lot of backyard chickens in the city. It's trying to make a very tight turn. Oh, we made it. Not too shabby. Oh no, now he's gonna hit me. Jesus Christ, this guy don't give a fuck about anything. Yo, guys. It's his world, we're just living in it. Look at this sign. That's a sign for signs, and they don't make signs there anymore. Hashtag pot, wake and bake, 10 a.m. Any more chickens? Some cities you have ice cream trucks. Philadelphia, you have water ice trucks. Philadelphia palm trees. Johan, we don't need to go on vacation. We just need to go to 5th and Indiana. Here they go. Here's the fake palm trees at 5th and Somerset. Tropical paradise. They also have this cool pavement design. I don't know anywhere else in the city where they have like a whole pavement thing. And there's like a little business district here. Not as good as the Mayfair Business District, the Mayfair Business Improvement District. But, they got a piercing place. Uh-oh. Hello, friend. People are getting lunch. Hey. Here we go. Good morning. Hi. Here we are. 5th and Cambria. You got some row homes here. Man, these houses are gorgeous. Look at the windows, like all the weird shit going on around the windows and the brickwork and the keystones. There it is. Yeah, so if you came to this area in the 90s, 4th in Indiana, 5th in Indiana, it was wasn't an ideal place to be. Oh wow! Holy God! What is that thing? They got ducks and chickens. A viewer of ours, Gnomestead in Alaska, he takes care of chickens. He has chickens. Gnomestead is this guy who is originally from Philadelphia, and then he moved and he lives off the grid in Alaska, and he has a few chickens he takes care of, and he just had some baby chickens. Congratulations. Not him, his chickens had chickens. I mean, it'd be weird if he had chickens. And but I wonder how much money you have to put into a chicken to get one egg, and is it worth the investment? Probably not. It's probably, but then you get to have a pet. I'm sorry, all the litter here just took, just like startled me. I don't know why, but it did. It's so crazy. Like, how do people get here? They have to pull over, park, and unload their truck and just keep going. And it seems like there's always traffic here. That's a big problem all throughout the city, illegal dumping. I think I can, 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 I think I can. Oh, that's so funny. I just did a cameo for a dude. And he was like, yo, can you go down Wishart Street? And he didn't tell me what 100. But here you go. I'm going down Wishart Street. This is the 100 block of Wishart. Just so you know, I get a lot of requests to go down to places. And look, they're trying to gentrify. I see the gentrification. And I can't go down every street people request me to. But if you want to see, if you like used to live in Philly, and that's what most of the requests are, it's people who used to live in Philly, they'll hit me up and they'll say, yo, go down here, my grandmom lived here. And I just don't want to. But if you go to Google Maps, you can do, go to Google Maps and you can see what your street looks like recently. Here's a house for sale. 2011 Wishart Street. Let me know. What's it going for? I'm going to say $140,000. Let me know. Shame!
Shame! Shame! Shame!
Here's the old school. I'm on Rohrer Street. This is actually the first street I lived on. This is where my mom lived. My mom, when she had me, was very young. Teenager. 15. And her and her sisters, they all lived right here. Matter of fact, when I was growing up, my Aunt Barbara, my mom's sister, she wound up buying the house that she grew up in as a kid. And I always thought that was the coolest thing. Oh man, you see the wind picking up. Matter of fact, I think their house is for sale. I think that is the house, 3021. So anyway, my aunt lived here. My mom grew up in this house, I think. Or the house. My mom grew up in that house. Then, my grandparents got divorced, and then somehow my aunt winds up buying the house. And when my aunt died, I gave her eulogy. And during her eulogy, I said something along the lines was, every few weekends, like every other weekend, my parents and I would, my brothers, we all get in the car and we come down here to Kensington. My Aunt Barbara had a pool. And we would go we go swimming. And we did it a lot. Every summer we would go multiple times to Aunt Barbara's to go swimming. And then one day, we just kind of stopped going to Aunt Barbara's. It just stops. You just stop going. And I never, you never know when your last time going somewhere will be. And now my cousin George, he passed away. My Aunt Barbara, she's gone. My cousin passed away because of the bullshit going on down here. He overdosed. And, yeah, isn't that funny? It's just, not funny. It's just sad. And you got a lot of people hanging out in the corner of the park right here. Yeah, so my cousin died. Forget when. I think he died before. Did he die after COVID? I think he died right in 2020. And one of my things about Kensington is, if it wasn't so fucking easy to score drugs, would my cousin, who had he had addiction issues his whole life, would he still be here or not? You know, if it wasn't so easy. My friend Bob, he was like my best friend. We've been friends for a long time. His brother Billy passed away because of the bullshit down here. And I just, oh man, they're putting Verizon in down here. And I just, if it wasn't so easy to get, and if the politicians and police and the district attorney, if they all got along and made arrests, would so many people be dying? But then you have people who actually get sober. And you get people who actually get sober and they get out of here. But it's hard to stay sober because there's a place where you can always buy shit. So sometimes it's hard. Like, I have a problem with alcohol. And, thanks, cuz. I have a problem with alcohol. And sometimes it's tough. It's tough for me because sometimes I crave a beer and I'm like, I can't have a beer, but beer is everywhere. And fentanyl and heroin isn't everywhere, but in the city of Philadelphia, it is on Kensington Ave all the time. Yeah, right here across the street, this is usually a hangout. This is a grade school. This is Conwell Middle Magnet School. And look, they changed the schoolyard. Look at this. This is where I went to grade school. Or what do they call it? Junior high. This is where I went to junior high. 5th grade to 8th grade. And used to play stickball in this yeah, I used to play stickball here, basketball, and look, they got some new shit going on in the schoolyard. Oh, they're repaving the schoolyard now. Ain't that cool? I got into a fight right there. Into the old Franklin playground, which is now a school. tennis court right here. This is where I used to practice tennis in the 6th grade. Here are some new properties going up in between Port Richmond and Kensington. You know, these houses are going for $400,000. $400,000. Holy shit, man. About, god damn, I don't even, this is Somerset Street, I don't even recognize it. If you go down here, where this lot is, if you were here 5 years ago, there was a junkyard back here, a lot. So there was a big junkyard fire here, and they knocked down the property. They got rid of the junkyard, and they built all these houses. Yeah, man, it looks like it's going to get ready to pour soon, so I'm going to start heading home. I'm going down. There's a very busy street in Port Richmond called Aramingo Avenue, right? And this is the street next to Aramingo Avenue. It's a Port Richmond shortcut. Cedar Street. No red lights. Well, actually, now there are. I think there's 1 or 2 red lights. There it is, the old Cahawks playground. It's becoming the new Cahawks playground. People are wondering, will they have a new field goal post for the football games? And are the Leprechauns, are they going to be playing here this fall? I don't think so. Oh no. Where were the Leprechauns play? Oh no. What is happening with the 24-hour barbecue crew? Oh no. Cleanup is happening. Another school I went to back in the day. This is Richmond School. Went here for 1 year. I went there for 1 year. Went there. Here's another property for sale. It's not the house I used to live in, but the house next door to where I used to live in. 2554 Ann Street. I think it's going for $400,000. As well as the other property. I would rather live here than the new $400,000 houses. The closer you get to the river in Port Richmond, not that there isn't any of that Kensington bullshit in this neighborhood, but you have to deal with less of it. There's another house, 2628 Ann Street. It's for sale. Let me know in the comments. There's a Mexican restaurant on the corner. You have Fasone's Bar right down here. That's been here for a long time. I went to high school with one of the Fasone brothers. We're going down here. Port Richmond, I'm telling you, Port Richmond is caving in, dude. It is caving in all over. Yes. Here's another cave-in Bridesburg. This is Salmon Street. And I think, not trying to alarm anyone, I'm just saying, pay attention where you park your car. If you see the street divoting, you might not want to park there.